Want you to remember for a second? You know what? You said you thought it would be really beautiful. How was it?
I'm lost for words. I just can't say anything. You know, the kids just blow my mind. You know.
Black Sabbath were both physically and mentally drained after years of non-stop touring and recording. Their previous album, Volume 4, made in Los Angeles, was put together in a haze of non-stop drug consumption, cocaine being the narcotic of choice. And this off-the-rails lifestyle was beginning to take its toll on the band. Ozzy and the gang originally returned to the record plant in LA to start work on their 5th album, but the environment that once led to so much creative outbursts on their 4th record had now proven to be completely empty of inspiration. Tony Iommi, the band's main songwriter, was suffering from a severe case of writer's block for the first time in his career. This overall lack of clear focus and new riffs would in turn lead the band to wanting a fresh start. Management recommended a change of scenery and went on to rent them the Clearwell Castle, a 17th century Gothic revival mansion in England. On LP5, much like they had done on Volume 4, Black Sabbath took the reins as producers, with Iommi doing the majority of it. Sabbath Bloody Sabbath marked a noticeable shift towards a more progressive and less traditional blues rock-led sound. The boys experimented with layered instrumentation, including synthesizers, strings, and keyboards, while still retaining their heavy metal roots. Not the biggest fan of the record's cover art, but the music is peak Sabbath. The title track is monstrous, A National Acrobat has one of the best metal grooves ever recorded, Fluff is another stunning Sabbath instrumental piece led by guitar maestro Tony Iommi, Sabracadabra is the closest Sabbath ever got to sounding like Prime Zeppelin, and Killing Yourself to Live is not only the finest Ozzy vocal ever put to tape, but also contains some of the best lyrics Geezer ever wrote. No bad song pops up on the entire LP. That, alongside the album's consistent experimentation, keeps Sabbath Bloody Sabbath from ever getting boring. Sure, Who Are You is by no means a masterpiece, but it's most definitely enjoyable. All that being said, I would be remiss if I didn't mention the beautifully transcendent and epic Spiral Architect, which closes the album the same way the title track opens it up. Perfectly! Sabbath Bloody Sabbath is surely a record that deserves so much more critical and commercial praise than the general public gives it in 2025, and is easily a top album of the 70s. Sabbath Bloody Sabbath is the album I go back to the most by this band, as it showcases their huge evolution in terms of arrangements and instrumentation, all the while staying true to the heavy riffs and infectious melodies of their early work. With all of that being said, I am a firm believer that you really can't go wrong with any of those first 8 Black Sabbath albums, particularly the first 6. So tell me in the comments which Sabbath album with Ozzy on lead vocals is your favorite. And please make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more brief album essays like this one. And of course, rest in peace to the true Prince of Darkness, Ozzy Osbourne.